If you're a DevOps engineer or someone learning cloud infrastructure or automation, a home lab can completely change how you learn and experiment. In this video, I'm going to be showing you my DevOps home lab setup and the tools I run on it and how I use it to experiment with automation, Kubernetes, and monitoring.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
Hi, my name is David and I'm a DevOps and cloud engineer. My home lab is where I experiment with things like Kubernetes, automation, test out my infrastructure ideas, experiment with new tools, and stuff like this. On this episode, I'm going to be walking you through my home lab setup. Now let's dive right into why I built this home lab in the first place. Well, there are two reasons. The first reason is that I totally bombed an interview for a job I was very interested in. So normally during DevOps interviews, you get asked DevOps and automation questions. Well, this particular interview was for a fintech company, and this guy decided to ask me networking questions. I mean, it's been a long time since I reviewed networking lessons, and I don't get to do a lot of networking stuff at work. So I completely blanked out and I felt terrible. So I was committed to ensuring that that never happens to me again. And the best way to do that is building out a home lab. Yeah. So the second reason was that my internet was terrible that day, and to fix that, I got fiber internet. So currently in this home lab, I have a couple of applications running as Docker containers here on this machine. It's my first home lab machine. But I'll give you a walkthrough, a full tour on everything in the setup. But here I have some Docker containers running. But by the end of this series, if you stick with me, you will see how we set up Kubernetes cluster out of all the components of this home lab, and everything running on Docker containers currently will transfer them to the cluster. The big idea for this home lab is to learn through experimentation, failure, breaking things, and stuff like that. So there's going to be a lot of that. And if you want to set up your own home lab, stick around, follow this series, learn from my mistakes, and build out your own home lab. It will really help you learn the concepts of networking, experimenting with Kubernetes clusters, automation, and stuff like that. Now, for a quick tour of our home lab, let's look at each of the components in this home lab. First thing I have here is my fiber internet router. This particular one is provided by MTN. It's pretty good. There are different plans, but I'm currently on the 100 Mbps plan. So after my router, the second major thing is my switch. I need to make sure you can see that. Yes, so the second major thing is my switch. You can see here, I picked this up at the Computer Village. It was pretty affordable. There are other complicated ones, but this is pretty cool. It has 8 regular ports and 2 extra PoE ports. It's a fully managed switch, so I can go in, configure different things like VLANs and all of that. But I currently don't have VLANs configured. But that's something I'll do subsequently. So from this switch, most of the internet goes out from this switch into other components of this home lab setup. So for example, I have this wire running all the way to this machine, this running all the way to this machine, and this is taking internet from here, from the router all the way to the network switch. So it's a gigabit switch. You can reach speeds of up to 1000 Mbps or 1 gigabit essentially. Oh, by the way, I also have this VPN router in case I need it for work. So that's the VPN router. And I also have this 5G MTN router, just like a backup router, just in case anything happens to this guy. I fail over to here. This is actually my old router, but it doesn't perform as well as this. We need reliable internet for our home lab setup. So over to the individual machines on the. So my first machine in this home lab was my old laptop here. It's Dell Latitude. I think it's 5490 or so. Yeah, so it has Core i5 8 gen Intel processor with 8 vCPUs, and it also has 16 gig of RAM and 256 gigabytes of SSD. So that was the first machine. After I changed my laptop, I just configured this to run as a server, and it performs pretty well. I had to take out the battery because that was creating problems for me. Then, so after that, the most recent addition is this Core i5 10th gen HP EliteBook 600 G6. So it also has, it came with an 8 gig RAM, but I upgraded it to 16 gig RAM. I also have 256 gigs of SSD and 12 CPUs. So pretty cool. So that's it for the machines in my home lab. So before deciding to set up a Kubernetes cluster, I did mention I have a couple of applications running here as Docker containers. So some of those applications include N8N. I have N8N running here. I have Portainer, Nginx, and a subnet calculator that I had my friend Vibe code for us. It's been pretty cool. It also helped me with my networking segmentation and understanding subnets and all of that. It's been pretty cool. I've really enjoyed using it. It's open to the public, so you can check it out. I'll leave the link somewhere. You can check it out and use it if you want when you need to plan your networking and stuff. But finally, for virtualization, I intend to have Proxmox running. Proxmox is a hypervisor. I'll talk about that in subsequent videos. The Proxmox is a hypervisor that I use to like create VMs and run containers. Currently, I have Proxmox installed only on this machine. I intend adding another of this kind of machine very soon, but this is the only one I have here for now. I have Proxmox running here, but this is just running Ubuntu OS. So right in here, I have a Proxmox container running my DNS Pi-hole, and I've also created 2 VMs, one for my Kubernetes control plane and another for the Kubernetes worker. So I intend adding this to the Proxmox cluster, but work with me and you see how we go about doing that. Yes, that's it for the walkthrough. That's all of what I have in the home lab. So in the next video, I'll be showing you how to install Proxmox on a machine and setting up the foundation for your home lab. So if you want to learn how to do that, please stick around, watch out for the next video, and you learn how you can do that. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also turn on the notification bell so that when new episodes of this series drop, you can follow along and enjoy. Till the next video, see you. Stay jiggy. Bye.